Hello, my name is Kelly Catlin. I will be sharing with you today a tool called ToonDoo. ToonDoo lets you create a comic strip using images and backgrounds from the ToonDoo collection, as well as adding your own images, characters, and freehand drawings. To get started with ToonDoo, you need to set up an account. Click the Sign Up for Free button, and there are two choices. You can create a ToonDoo Spaces account if you're a teacher, that allows you to use your ToonDoo in the classroom. It does have a cost. You can choose a public ToonDoo account for free as well. Once you've selected the type of account you would like, you create a username and password and register your account. I'm going to sign into my ToonDoo account so I can show you how to use it. There are some tabs across the top of the ToonDoo website that show you some of the tools you can use to create, share, and publish your tunes. The Doers account shows your profile, as well as some of the profiles of the latest people who have contributed to the ToonDoo website. The Etc. tab has a help wiki, which includes many questions that you may have for how to use ToonDoo, and some ways for you to connect and share with fellow ToonDoo users. The Tools tab has some tools you can use to create images that you would like to save to use in your different tunes. We're going to take a look at some of those tools right now. The first tool we're going to look at is the Image R tool. The Image R tool allows you to select an image online as well as from your files to edit and save to use in your tunes. To use the Image R, you click Become an Imager button, and you can type in the site on the web that you'd like to get your image from, or you can upload an image from your computer by selecting it in your files. Once it is uploaded, it will appear on the screen, and once it appears on the screen, you can use the tools at the bottom to change it. You can shrink your image. You can enlarge your image. The viewfinder in the middle is the part of the image that will be saved. You can change the shape of that image by clicking on the points and moving them around to pick the part of the image that you would like to save to your account. You can also flip your image in different ways. You can rotate your image. You can also goofify your image, and what that does is allows you to click on the image and then drag to distort the different parts of your image. You can then reset your image back to the way it was, click the Done button, and then save your image. It is now available for you to use on any of the tunes you create. Another tool that is useful is the Trait R tool. This helps you create a character of your choosing, and you can manipulate many of the facial features of that character, from the shape of the face to the eyebrows, nose, ears, as well as the clothing that you want your image to wear. Once you have created your image and picked some of its characteristics, you can then change that image's color of the clothing by clicking on the shirt and picking a color at the bottom that you would like to use. and clicking on the pants and changing their color as well. You can even change the posture of the person you've created. You can move their head. You can make that person shorter or taller, skinnier or wider. You can get an up close to their face, and then you can change their eye shape. You can change where their eyelids are, as well as the size, shape, and color of their eyes. You can change how wide their mouth is, as well as their expression on their face. Once you have created the image you'd like, you can set it as your own profile. You can make it public. You give it a name and save it. Again, it is now in your account to use in any of your tunes that you would like to use it in. The last tool we're going to look at before creating a ToonDoo is the Doodler tool. The Doodler tool allows you to actually freehand draw any picture you would like. You can use the brush or line. You can make it thin or thick. You can choose the color you would like, and then you can create your image. So if you wanted a tree and you didn't find a tree you liked, you could actually draw your own tree, color in the top of it. You could pick the color of the trunk of your tree, and again draw. If you wanted to add maybe a swing to your tree, you could draw your strings and the seat. If you wanted to add some apples to your tree, you could draw them in as well. Once you're done, you can save your image where it will be in your account to use in future tunes if you would like. To get started making an actual tune, you can either click on the Create button at the top right-hand corner, or you can go to the Tune tab and click on the Create Tune icon there as well. When you create a tune, the first thing you will do is select a layout. Your layout can be horizontal or vertical. It can have up from 1 to 4 boxes and many different arrangements. I'm going to pick a one frame layout to show you how to create a tune. Once your creating screen has appeared, you have many drop-down menus. You can pick some characters, and they've given you some categories to choose from. You can pick a background setting, and again, many different categories. Props of different kinds. Text boxes. Special icons. Open clip art, as well as your gallery where you saved those images you created earlier with the tools of the Doodler, Imager, and Tradar. I like to start with a background, and you can select any category you like. This category has 5 different pages to look at. Once you find an image you like, you click and drag it to your frame. Now that you have the background, you can choose a character. Again, you can click on the groupings that they have and go through the pages. Or if you know what you'd like, you can search for it, and it will then select different ones from the ToonDoo collection. Once you have a character you like, you click and drag it to your picture. You can shrink it, you can enlarge it, you can clone it, so you have several of them. If you don't want the thing you've just made, you can delete it. You can flip it. You can rotate it. You can change its emotion. You can change its position. You can even change its color. Once you get one image in, if you'd like to put another image into your ToonDoo, you can pick some different images that you may want to include. And again, edit them to fit the cartoon that you are making. If you want your characters to have speech bubbles, you can pick on the text box that you would like to use and drag it to your frame and then type in what you want them to say. You can also pick from words that are already made and size and move them around where you want them. If you have something in your gallery that you would like to include, you can always pick from some of the things you have already made to put into your picture as well. Once you have your toon completed, you need to save it. In the top left-hand box where it says ToonDoo Main Menu, you will find the Save As button. You give your toon a title. You can give it a description. You can even write some tags for people to find it in their searches. You can let others redo your toon. You can allow others to purchase your toon. You can publish your toon to the world on the public ToonDoo page for anyone to see. You can keep it private in your own account, or you can share it with friends by posting their email addresses here. Once you've decided how you'd like to publish it, click the Publish button. You can then print your ToonDoo, or you can go to the ToonDoo page. If you're finished with your ToonDoo and you want to go back to the main menu, click on the back arrow and say yes, you want to leave. This takes you back to the main menu and you can look at the toons that you have created. If you'd like to combine some of your toons, you can create a toon book. Under Books, click Create a Book, and the creation page will come up with all of your toons across the bottom. You can then click and drag your toons to the pages. And then if you'd like to add another page, click the arrow button and put in another page. And continue to add pages to your book. Once you're done creating your book, you can name it, again write a description, and add any tags that you would like. Then you click the Publish button and your book is published. You can go to your set of toon books, or you can view what you've made. When you view your toon book that you've made, You can view it right on the ToonDoo screen, or you can enlarge it so that all you see is the ToonDoo book itself. ToonDoo can be very useful in the classroom for both teachers and students. Next Generation Science Standards Practice 2 is developing and using models. As you can see, models are used in the science classroom for many different reasons. We can use them to replicate processes. We can use them to show explanations. We can use them to show the steps of a model. We can use them to test solutions and then allow others to evaluate and then improve on those models. ToonDoos allows students to create models of any scientific process that may be sequential, for example, moon phases or the rock cycle. This also can be used to draw and label models of scientific material, such as the atom of different types of elements. Teachers can show the steps of a process to be used in class, or students can even show the process they used to solve a problem and then explain how they came up with their solution. I believe ToonDoo can be a very useful tool in the science classroom as in other classrooms as well.